Welcome back! For our second demonstration using tools in Adobe Animate, we are going to be trying out some of the line tools available in this program and checking out what features we have available using line tools. Start by clicking the line tool. Notice you can change the color of the line by hitting stroke color. You can also go over and expand the properties panel. Make sure you click properties and tool, and you can adjust the size or thickness of the line as well as the taper of the line you're working with. To start, I want you to draw a simple shape somewhere in the frame. When you connect the ends of the shape, it becomes an entire shape. If you hover with the selection tool, you can bend the lines with the curve function, or you can grab the corners and you can also modify those corners of that shape. Now, what's really interesting about vector-based graphics is we can join these shapes together at any point in time and create a new form or separate them. I'd also like you to play around with different size lines and different taper styles so that you can see some of the different options that you have. And just also notice that you can change the bunting so that you can have a line with a square end, such as this one here. Notice the square ends. But you could also change it to a line with a rounded end. And that just gives you a different stylistic feature that you can choose to work with. So just check those out real quick. As before, we're going to go in with our selection tool and we're going to play around with the different parts of the lines that we drew. Again, curving those lines, connecting different points together to see what kind of different shapes we can make, grabbing onto corners and moving those corners around. If we connect the shapes together, next, we're going to be able to go in and start filling those connected shapes. So take a minute to connect some of your lines together to make connected shapes. And then head over to the paint bucket tool. You're going to click the box that allows you to choose a color for the fill. And fill in some of these shapes that you've created with different colors. If you stay on the paint bucket tool but choose the stroke color, you can also change the color of the outline on the shapes you have selected. I double-clicked that outline with the selection tool, and then I clicked on the stroke color to change that. We're also going to work with the eraser tool. This is kind of fun. You have different eraser functions, so I could choose just to erase the inside of an object. I could also choose to erase just the outline from the outline option, erase outlines. Now if I go over here and I erase, notice that the fill is left alone, but my outline is affected. And if I change the size of my eraser, you'll see a more obvious impact here. So take a minute to play with that eraser tool and just see what some of the different eraser functions can do. And just get a chance to familiarize yourself with the line tools and how you can use the selection tool to modify them, use the fill tools to fill in the shape or change the color of the lines, and play with those erasers and all the different eraser options that you have, and just see what you can make.